Who do you think had the saddest death in One Piece? What's up, everybody? ForneverWorld here today, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about mainly the biggest deaths in One Piece and order them from least to most saddest I felt they were. How sad I really felt about them. Me in particularly, maybe other people might feel differently, but this is my list of the 8 major deaths in One Piece and, you know, kind of how I felt about each of them, you know, sadness level wise, and just talk a little bit about them. Alright, so let's start off with Goldie Roger. I didn't really feel sad necessarily about the character's death. I felt bad about it, and I felt like it was messed up, you know, because I didn't really get to spend too much time seeing the character, you know, grow or anything like that. I just got bits and pieces of him here and there, so I didn't really feel too sad about his death, but I did respect him. Thought it was an amazing character, and I thought it was really foul that he had to die, but he was gonna die anyway, so it wasn't the biggest tragedy what he did. I just felt really respect and admiration for the character and the way he went out. Next up on the list is Portgas D. Rouge, Ace's mother. Again, it wasn't necessarily me feeling sad, but I respected her as well because she held Ace in her womb so much longer than the average pregnancy just so that he would live on. You know, I guess you feel a little bit sadness for it, but since you don't really get to spend too much time with that character either, for the most part you just feel like that was an amazing woman. You know, she was just incredible. It's sad what happened to her as well, but nonetheless it was just really like admiration for that character as well. Same thing with how I felt for Goldie Roger. It's just admiration for this woman that she just was incredible, you know, to holding a baby that long just so that he won't be suspected as Roger's kid. Next up on the list is a supposed death. I believe it was confirmed in one of the data books, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm talking about Szabo's death. You know, that was starting where it starts getting sad in my opinion on the list, where I felt a little bad for the characters. Didn't know him too much, only got pretty much an arc with him, but from what I did know, I felt really bad, mostly for the fact that Ace and Luffy lost their brother, and you know, he was an innocent kid. He just wanted to live his goals and, you know, achieve his dreams, and the way he went out was just kind of sad, and I was just like, man, he didn't deserve that. You know, he was a little kid just trying to adventure out and forge his own path, not let his family hold him back, you know, his family bloodline. And I really felt for Szabo. Didn't cry or anything like that, but I did feel really bad for him, and that's where it started getting sad for me on my list of One Piece character deaths. Szabo's was pretty sad, and just seeing a little kid like that go out, it really felt like it was not fair. Next up on the list is one that recently in the anime died, talking about Otohime. Her death was sad. It was one of those where if you felt for the character, then you would probably get a tear out. She was one of those art characters similar to Szabo, but the thing about it is, I just felt like she tried so hard for the people of Fishman Island, and you know, she just tried her very best, and even that wasn't enough with Otohime, because the way she goes out, and I'm talking about the manga as well, the person that did it and everything, it just felt like it was so disgusting. You know, she tried very hard. This innocent woman just wanted her people to live in peace, and to get sniped out is almost like some Martin Luther King thing. It feels like she's the female Martin Luther King, and for me it was very sad, much more sad than a lot of other things, because I just felt like she was just innocent, trying to achieve a goal, free her people, and it just shows how horrible humankind and Fishman and just racism in general can really destroy something great and destroy such an incredible person as Otohime. Next up, Fisher Tiger. Now this was a manly death, because I was just there like, poor Fisher Tiger, man. Because how he went out, you know, he went out because of his own will, because he refused the blood of humans. He was just like, nah, those disgusting creatures, because, you know, they enslaved him and captured him, and he was just like, I don't want nothing to do with their blood. And just seeing that man, that incredible fishman, on that table crying there, telling them what they did to him, his people, even having to tell Arlong that we know Arlong is a racist and he didn't really even care about anything, having to tell him just so that he didn't get human blood. He'd rather die than get human blood. It really, even talking about it right now, I'm getting chills, because that was really one death that really got me, and I was like, I can't believe I'm crying. This is some manly stuff right here, man. It was really a sad one, and you know, see the character go out, he was like Malcolm X in that situation, because he was like, fight the power, but at the same time he didn't really want to kill anyone. He just wanted to, you know, get rid of the racial tension and just free his people as well. He was going on it in a different route than Otohime, and unfortunately his death was really a sad one, and a manly tear was shed that day by many people. Next up, I'm talking about Szabo Jaguar. He was the guy that liberated Robin and allowed her to go free, and every time I think about that death I get sad, because I just never forget little Robin on that little boat looking at him and going, Tere, si, 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 Tere, si, 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 si. Just the thought of that really gets me sad, because he was, I guess, a part of the Marines, and then he left them, and him helping out Robin, it was just such a sad thing, because his death really, like, he changed that girl's life, you know, just to liberate her and get her free. And even then, so he kind of didn't complete it all the way, because Aokiji could have killed her if he wanted to, but his death definitely got to me. I was there. I'll never forget when I was watching that arc. I had a bunch of tears coming down my face, because I was just like, this poor guy, you know, he saved this little girl and he still gotta die, you know. Why is this is so unfair? And that's really one of the things about One Piece deaths, is that it always feels, why is this happening? This is so unfair. And Jaguar really hit me hard with that one. I just felt terribly sad about it. The next two pretty much really was just impactful for me. Their deaths really got me really hard, and I'm talking about number 2 on my list is Whitebeard. This was, again, one of the very first times I've actually cried while reading manga, because I was reading through that arc, and when I saw his death, Whitebeard, it was a mixture of emotions. It was manliness, he was like a father, he was a warrior, he was just everything you could think of. He was incredible, and Whitebeard's death really got me, how he stood on his feet till the very end. He was never a punk. He didn't have one scratch on his back, and everything he did was just because he wanted a family at the end. So simple as that. Reminds me of a villain from Yu Yu Hakusho, Toguro, that at the end of the day, it was just a man with a simple goal. And everything around it, you know, the Whitebeard persona, the Whitebeard pirates, but all he really wanted was a family. And his death really got me, because I just felt he just wanted a family. And he died because of a snake, Blackbeard, and the government, and that death really got me. It was one of the first times in manga that I cried, but it was just something that impactful and amazing, in my opinion. Number 1 is, yes, the most mainstream one people will think of, Ace's death. That really got me too. I was just like, Ace and Whitebeard's death really got me. These were the first 2 times I ever cried reading a manga. I was just like, out of this world, like, I can't believe this. His death really got me, and too, Luffy's reaction to his death is what really piloted me getting even more sad. And Ace, you know, all he was trying to do was protect his little brother, and to see him get taken out, that really got me, and it made me hate a couple of different people in the One Piece universe, and that is so great when you really hate a character. I'm talking about Blackbeard and Akainu. Those characters, I will forever hate them until they die because of Ace's death. You know, Blackbeard capturing him and then Akainu delivering the blow. Ace's death really got me the most. I just never forget reading that, and like, tears are dropping on my pages. I'm like, my manga's getting ruined, but I gotta keep going. It was that great. Overall, this is the list of the major ones in order from, you know, least to most saddest, in my opinion. What is your list? Who do you think was the saddest death in One Piece? Was it Ace? Was it Whitebeard, Szabo, Otohime? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response on this incredible journey of One Piece deaths. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you think One Piece has some of the most poetic and amazing deaths of all time in any manga, because I'll never forget some of these deaths for as long as I live, because it was just written truly as a masterpiece. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.